So hey guys, this is Shweta Dhana. In this video we will learn how to create a database and table in SQL and run SQL query in MySQL using SQL Yog. So without any further ado, let's get started. After opening SQL Yog, right click on the left side of SQL Yog and click on create database option. This will open a prompt. Enter the database name. In this case, StudentDB is our database name. Then select database cursor Latin 1. After that, select database collation Latin 1 Swedish CI and click on create button. Our student database is created. Now let's create our first table. Go to our database that we have created, then right click on the table. This will open the new query editor window. Inside the window, enter the database name student, select engine InnoDB, select cursor Latin 1. After that, select collation Latin 1 Swedish CI. Now create table column. For creating table column, we have to enter a column name, data type of values that we will store in that column, then the maximum length of data that will store in that column. The next option is the default. If we want to assign any default values to that column, then enter the value in the default option. The next option is the primary key. If we want to make the column as the primary key, then check the checkbox for that column. The next option is not null. If we want to make the column not allow null value, then check the checkbox for that column. The next important option is auto increment. If we want to make the column will automatically fill the next value, then we will check this option to make sure the data type of this option must be numeric. Now let's create column for our student table. The first column is student ID. Data type of this column is big int. Make student ID as primary key and check the auto increment box so that our primary key always has unique and next numeric value. Create a second column for name. Data type of this column is varchar and the maximum length of this column is 200 characters long. Once you have added all the columns of our table, we click on the save button to create a table. This will show the table created successfully. Do you want to create more tables? Click on the no button. Once the table is created, open a new query editor window. You can check created table by right click on table and selecting open table. This will show our table in the query result window. Let's start with our first query. Select from student, select the query and go to execute query icon and click on execute query. This will select all rows in student table and show on the query result window. Let's insert some data into the student table. To do that, we need to execute insert query. To do that, write insert into table name, in this case student. In parentheses, write down all columns that you want to insert separated by commas, followed by the value keyword. In parentheses, write down all values for the given column. Please make sure you enter the same number of value in the same order as the columns and execute this query. Then run the select query again to see whether our data is inserted or not. Next, insert multiple rows in single query. To do that in above query, write down the next set of value in parentheses separated by a comma. Execute the query. Run the select query again to see whether our data is inserted or not. You can run multiple insert queries on same time by selecting all insert queries and click on execute button. This will insert all data in our table. How to filter data? We can use the where clause for filtering row in our table. The syntax of where clause is select star from table name where our condition. Let's execute the query for selecting all students that belong to science stream. Select star from student where stream equals to science. Let's execute this query. As you can see, result only displays students that belong to science stream. You can also select particular columns by replacing star with column separated by comma. You can also rename column name by using as keyword. As keyword is used for aliasing in SQL. In this query, we rename name with student name and marks with percentage. We can also use where clause with this query. Let's see how to modify the data in table. We can use update query to modify data in particular row. Syntax for updating query is update table name followed by set keyword, then column name that you want to modify equal to sign after that new value, and then where clause so that we just update only few data in. In this query, we update marks of student that has roll number 1 to 100. Let's see marks of student that has roll number 1 by using where clause. Then execute the update query. Let's see marks is updated or not. Okay, marks are updated. Now we will see how to update multiple rows. Update student set mark equals to 60 where stream equals to science. In this query we will update marks of student that belong to science stream. Let's see marks of students belong to science stream. Then execute the updated command. And again execute select query to see result. Okay, marks are updated perfectly. Now let's see how we can sort data. To sort the data, we will use order by clause. Syntax of order by clause is select query followed by order by clause followed by column name followed by order whether it is ascending or descending. So let's select student from student table and sort by name. Now let's see result in descending order by appending DESC keyword at the end of query. Similarly, we can sort result in ascending order by appending ASC keyword at the end of query. Now let's see how can delete data in table. To do that, we can use delete query. Syntax for delete query is delete from table name followed by where clause. Let's delete student with roll number 1. Okay, student is deleted. Now delete multiple student. Let's delete all students that belong to science stream. Congratulations, we have successfully learned basic SQL query, select, update, delete, where clause, order by clause and aliasing. For more SQL related tutorials, do subscribe to Technovania, like, share and comment. Thank you.